Former Commissioner Dan Nigro is on the phone with us. As you listen to what Lee said, Mr. Nigro, when you look at a scene like this, is weather, the impact a lot of water, a lot of wind may have had on the facade there, is that something that that FDNY investigators will be looking at?
Well, I think what's important for us now, and you know, that's important information, is how did that affect not only this corner of the building, but if somehow it was undermined by the water or excess water on the roof, what about the rest of the stability of the rest of the building? I mean, we know certainly no one will be back in this building, living in this building anytime soon.
Right.
And OEM and the Red Cross will be working on finding places for them to stay, because they won't be going back into this building tonight, that's for sure. And if the weather had something to do with it, the big question will be, how did it affect the rest of the building? A corner of a building is very important. You know, of course, anyone who's ever played with building blocks as a child would know that if you take the corner out, sometimes the rest of it comes down, which makes it extremely dangerous. And whatever caused that part of it to come down, is it likely to cause more of the building to come down in the near future? So all of these things are being evaluated now, and I'm sure there are engineers from the building department already on scene and working on these problems as we speak.
And apropos of that, because that raises a whole other, a whole nother door to open. We talked about it at the beginning of the show that this is a possibility. We don't know. And that's one of the issues here. We just don't know. So what does it do for the firefighters, for your former teams, to be down there, looking through the rubble, trying to be careful, and knowing that the whole thing could be quite compromised?
Well, the chief's responsibility in these situations is very great, because they're responsible for the safety of the public and the members, and they have to use that risk-reward equation that if we can ascertain that no one was there, and I'm sure the detectives and fire marshals will be looking for any surveillance cameras, maybe from across the street, that they can get and take a look at, and it would tell you if somebody at the moment of collapse was standing in that area. That would be an important tool. But the chief has to evaluate how much risk they're willing to put the members under. The members will do what they need to do,
yeah.
And they don't get the name the bravest for nothing. They certainly will risk their lives for others, but that evaluation is going on now on the scene.
And in a situation like this, some of that new technology certainly does help and helps keep firefighters safe when they're trying to do a job like this. As we said, Liz mentioned earlier, in that collapse at the garage downtown, that drone, mechanical dogs going inside instead of firefighters really did help them do their job and keep them safe.
That's right. That's something, tool we didn't have years ago. We have cameras now. We can get into voids and see into these areas remotely. So that's all going on now, and hopefully that will help. But there's no substitute for brave men and women on the scene that can do what they have to do, should there be people in need.